TSM, we see something a little bit different here on this gun round. We've got the Viper's Pit going through straight away. Jazzy's going to go straight in there. Cat's going to take her down on the other side of things. That's a great setup to deal with any mid-aggression. And there's nothing really to do. This is a complete loss now for Cloud9 White in mid. So they're going to rotate in the mid rounds out towards this A site. But we actually have Donut ready and waiting to deal with this behind the Viper's wall. And that goes down. There we go, tour de force. There's the rendezvous. And what are you going to do now?
Yeah. For what it's worth, by the way, for Cloud9 White, very typical for Jazzy to make that play through the Viper's Pit. You have the flash to help you. You know where the Viper's going off to, but the help immediately from Cath, so well found. So you have to put this round away here. 5v3. You have to clean this one up. If you can do it in a Prime Gaming flawless nature, that's just icing on the cake. You just have to win this round first and foremost, though.
Tour de force from Mel. Dangerous. Very dangerous. He can't test. It gets connected with actually Athena. Able to survive and fall back though. 30 seconds. Oh my goodness. I just feel like any shot's going to connect when Mel gets those flicks going. And they have to force the issue here. The guiding light going forward. TSM, they can play the delay game as well here. They don't have to take all of the open battles. And across they go. And TSM struggling to prevent this plant from going down. It's up to Kasumi. She has enough time for this one. There goes the fake trying to bait out somebody. Gets a shot. Connects the head. Knows it precisely. But the one is for the clutch. Oh my god. The Red Bull clutch for Cloud9 White. That is absolute heartbreak. But aggressive play towards A main here. Perhaps there's some value for TSM. They've only got Dodonut on a rifle. And Dodonut at least is going to be where the action is towards the A site. Oh, that round hurts.
I'm still hungover from it. I'm not over that round yet. Good opening pick from Cath. Maybe an opportunity to find a trade, but Leah gets caught on the ropes. And now Cloud9 White all over the map. Not just at A, by the way. They're also got contestants towards B. But Donut still holding on to this rifle pretty darn nicely. It gets us to a 3v3, so there is still potential here, especially with Emily still sitting on site to try to assist Dodo wherever possible.
Oh, that dark cover allows Donut to reposition a little bit deeper here as well. And dropping the rendezvous does create possibilities to play around the spike that they have control over. So suddenly there are suddenly some issues here for C9 White. They've got 40 seconds to work this one out, though.
Do you wait here for Athena to potentially show themselves at top? Oh, okay, that's what you're waiting for. You're waiting for the snake fight to come in. That's the rifle down initially. Emily is able to at least take a phantom of her own. Katsumi very quickly moving forward, trying to get this trade. Saw the barrel for a moment. Has an isolated 1v1 to the right, but Athena coming quickly through ramps.
Advantage there, but off of the opening, can Dodo not find anything? The one way's there once again. Oh, Donut's going to pull out. Jazzy walking up with the showstopper. Oh, gets caught there, and that showstopper's not going to do too much except create some space.
This is just essentially a bait. Wait, Jazzy stays alive here. Oh, if there's an opportunity to win that gunfight, that would have been unbelievable. But this is just a fake the entire way, and really it's job done. TSM had fully rotated over to A, thinking the hit was going to be there. So the plant comes in, and Cloud9 White are going to use the Viper's Pit to bunker up on this B site. This needs to be a stalwart defense of this spike, though, for Cloud9, because there are still so many tools available for TSM to clear out this Viper's Pit.
Yeah, there's players in front of the Viper's Pit. Not everyone is playing around it, so they could actually isolate them somewhat here. There's a showstopper coming through. Mel able to still defend, though, against Cath, and it's just so disgusting there from Mel once again. Great shots coming through, and there's nothing remaining there for TSMX.
Happening after the initial first blood engagement that comes through, where TSM start to miss opportunities. Numbers advantages, ultimate advantages, positional advantages. So many things that they've kind of given away. Now another opening pick comes by way of the only major kill potential. Can you follow this up if you're TSM to pull off a 5v4 in what very well still could be technical thrifty?
And this is the counter to Dodonut. It's Mel walking around with the operator, just making you fearful of all of these angles. And they're going to go for a full send on the A site now, and see these Vipers, other Snakebite will take control away from Screen's position for the moments. And they have that plant, despite being in the 4 versus 5. Can they hold on to this one? Again, oh, Kath has actually found a way around. Opportunity, but it's gone. And maybe another one there for Kath, but unable to find the value in those scenarios. That's very unfortunate.
And this post plant for Cloud9 can still use Mel's position to make sure A-Ramps is safe. So you know for a fact the defenders on the site itself just have to worry about screens and also topside jump.
Such an annoying presence. Seeing the same B main control coming through from TSMX here. Trailblazer dealt with, getting Mel into forward position. Surely she's not going to find something cheeky here. Looking to go forward. Playing around the gas. Wall goes down. Looking for the gap. Oh, she's going to nail Leah Panda. That's a big pick early.
I'm just kind of surprised that Leah wanted to play that far forward, not having any help at topside B whatsoever. So now this defense of the B side has to come by way of the late lurk for Emily and then the cheeky position for Athena. Can you find more than just the opener? No, not that. It's just a 1-for-1 opening exchange number. Stay with Cloud9 white, and they're quickly making their way on to B.
There's a lot of issues here as well because Mel can be kind of anywhere with the operator, and she's gone for a deep position in mid. And you need to keep these guns really as well for the next round. It's just so dangerous. Tour de Force is in operation on B Heaven. Mel going forward, gets caught by Kath. And now, if Donut can find an opening, that would be fantastic. There is no paranoia left here for Katsumi, so can't really do too much from that position except just go for another dark cover. And they're getting closer. TSM, they need this retake. It has to work out. They get the opening 2 kills. It's just Katsumi. 1 versus 1 against Kath. Such an important clutch here for TSMX. Can Kath make it work? Katsumi finding her way around the pillar, trying to play the sound, and she's got... Oh, no! Where did that come from? Kath somehow comes off the spike and nails it.
How is that the way TSM wins a round? How has that happened? Oh my goodness.
That's crazy.
I was already done. As soon as Kath hears this, I was like, oh, it's over. Oh no my goodness. I am so glad that we were able to catch that perspective. That is unbelievable. Tour de Force. Oh my. Oh, gets an opportunity. I was about to say, Leah's still flirting with the idea of holding this angle. Never knew that Mel was there watching. And that's a big first blood for Cloud9 White. Also, the Boombot gets some pretty significant clearance over towards mid. This is good information here. Flash will at least allow the defense to stay safe for TSM at mid. But boy, that got dicey for a second. Cloud9 White were looking to pounce through the mid map.
Yeah, they're on a Spectre, and the A site is completely abandoned. There's no ults at all for TSMX to get back in to retake this site. They might be in a spot where they may have to make the impossible call to go for a save because they're just, there's no one here. There's no position. There's no delay. There's no retake possibilities here. Is honestly what it feels like. This might be one of those scenarios where you want to just try to carry these weapons forward into the next round at this point. They're totally
I agree
out
with
of
you.
position.
Yeah, it's not just the fact that they're out of position. Losing the Viper means that this wall, which was the whole fringing point of this retake, is going to be a non-factor. So Mel, once again, in a position to watch over through A-Ramps. Assistance by way of Annie in the mix, and now you've got Katsumi, who's trying to pull a little bit of a flank around the back. Yeah, at this point, TSM just need to back away and save these weapons.
Looking like they want to keep pushing for it, though, and we'll see what they can do with that. They need to hit some crazy shots, and they are going to get annihilated here. There's too many angles, too many crossfires. The Tour de Force as well to contend with.
Ultimate Orb, based on their positioning, the answer is going to be no, not at least off the rip, so there's going to be no showstopper. It's just... the kill potential here for TSM is very, very low. They would have to pull off something unbelievable here if they were to get this extended even further towards an overtime.
Yeah, indeed. Well, they might be going for a timing. And look at this. Cloud9 White are waiting for a push. They're playing very slow. They're making TSMX uncomfortable. They're going for a push. And Mel is set up perfectly here with Annie as well. If there is to actually be a full push there. And it looks like it's happening. Another flash comes through. They go for the swing. Mel biding her time, looking for the timing to go for it. And they are going to annihilate it. They're waiting for it. There's an info trap. And that's going to give them an insanely strong position on the A site.
Should lead to a plant. It's just going to take a minute because the spike was all the meanwhile waiting over towards B garage. If Kath can hit a shot, though, maybe showstopper could be earned. But as the blast packs get used to get into sight, you've essentially just self-isolated yourself. And yeah, everybody from Cloud9 knows exactly where you are. Easy follow-up. But now the rifles start to make their way forward. I thought for maybe a second Leah could hold on to the position up top, but the spike has finally made its way on, and it's all down to Athena 1v4.
Athena making away from heaven. There's a nice opening taking down Mel at the very least. Another 1v1 given and not really any damage coming through. Athena going for the TP here. Actually fakes it as well. You can't tell if it's a fake. Doesn't make a sound cue. But they certainly know where that came from. Goes to the TP here. Athena trying to do the impossible. They could just be coming from anywhere, any timing. As Athena looks to go for the tap. And it feels so obvious that they would swing from the elbow position, but Athena gets it halfway. There it is, the flank from Jazzykins, and 13-10 finish